Hi guys, welcome back to this of fashion. Hope you have a wonderful day. Today's tutorial is going to be based on how to cut this lovely gown you're seeing on the thumbnail. Is a gown with half cut with a flare, that's 180-degree flare. Then it has a funnel sleeve, that's half of 360. It's also 180-degree, but you cut it 360 first before dividing it into the two. So those are what I'm going to teach you here. I'm using 3.5 yards of this fabric to cut it out. I'm cutting out the half cut first. The half cut here is 16 inches. The 16 inches is with the same allowance, so I'll be taking 16 inches as you can see. Then I'll be folding it into 4 in such a way that it's going to have a zip at the back. That's me, it's going to have a zip allowance at the folding. So this is into 2 already, as you can see. Then I will now go ahead and fold it into 4, leaving some inches at the back here. So as you can see, the folding, I'm trying to make it firm before I can cut it out. So now I'm done with the folding. Here is my zip allowance at the back. Here you can see I'm only making use of 1 inch of zip allowance, and this is my facing. I'm going to turn this half cut with a facing. I'm not turning the down part to the facing because it's a flare, so my client doesn't want facing at the down part of the dress. So the next thing here is to take the necessary measurement. So let's now take the shoulder measurement. The shoulder measurement here is going to be 7.5 inches. 7.5 inches like this. Then shoulder slant of 1 inch is there. Then I'm going to slant it up to the center of both back and front, so like this, to the center of both back and front, you can see. Then I can now take my armhole measurement, the bust measurement, the waist measurement. So the armhole measurement here, I'm making use of 7 inches. 7 inches for the armhole. So the next thing is to take the bust measurement. The bust measurement here, I'm making use of 36 inches. That's 9 in 4 places. It's going to give us 36 inches with 2 inches allowance. That's for the sewing allowance, the same allowance. Then I'll come to the waist here and take 30 inches for the waist. That's 7.5 inches in 4 places. It's going to give us 30 inches. Here is it, with the same allowance of 2 inches as well. Here is it. Then I'm going to connect them together like this, you can see. Then connect it to the shoulder from the armhole, you can see. Then after this, now I can now cut it out. So I'm done with the cutting, you can see. The next thing I'm going to cut out here is going to be the neckline. The neckline. So I'll be taking the wideness of the necklines to be 3.5 inches. I don't want it to be too wide. 3.5 inches. My client doesn't want the turtleneck, they only want high neck, that is round neck, high round neck. So I'm going to take it down to some inches here, which is 1.5 inches. Then I'm going to connect it together. So this is for the both back and front first, before I will now cut the front neckline. You know, the front neckline usually come down than the back neckline. Then I'll now go down with 1.5 inches, making 3 inches for the front neckline. Then we can now cut it out, you can see. So after cutting it out, I'm going to take my my dart measurement, because this is going to have that. So the dart, as you know, that is going to be the distance of the two busts. So here I'm making use of 7 inches. Then I'll notch it out 7 inches. Yeah, that's 3.5 inches, don't forget. No, we've already fold the fabric into 2 for the front, into 2 for the back, making into 4. You can see the cuttings now. You can see the neckline, the armhole, the full length of the half cut. So the next thing I'll be cutting out now is going to be the sleeve. I told you it's like a funnel. The sleeve is like a funnel, so I call it a funnel sleeve. So you fold the fabric into 4. We are cutting for the both sleeve, but we are going to fold this into 4 and take the length that we need. The length here I took it on my client is just 7 inches, so I'm going to take that round, 7 inches round, without cutting out the radius or anything. You really need the length, so I'm going to say I want to fold it to 7 inches. So here is my folding. I'm taking it from this point, 7 inches. The 7 inches is with the same allowance, 7 inches. I'm going to take that round 7 inches. 7 inches. You can see the way I'm taking it. 7 inches, the last one. Then I'm going to connect the lines together when I'm done with the measurements. You can see the way I'm connecting them together. Then after the connections, I can now cut it out like this. I can cut it out this way. So you can see the cuttings now. You can see. So we are done with the first cutting. Then I'm going to use this particular one that we cut out to cut another one of the same size, because I'm going to use this other one to make a facing for the first one. You can see now. So I'm going to place it on it. Then I'll cut it out. So this is what we are having. You can see. Then we are going to take it out this way, then divide it into 2. We are dividing this area into 2, as you can see. Then I'm going to divide the other one into 2. So 2 of this now is going for the first sleeve, and the second 2 of this other one too is going for the second sleeve, the other sleeves. Then I told you to make these funnel sleeves to stand, you must add your gum stay to it to make it stand, and your facing. You already have your facing to be Ankara, right? You can use Ankara if the fabric is enough. You can use a normal facing if the fabric is not enough, but just make sure you add a gum stay to it to make it stand. So here is the down part of the dress. This is 180-degree flay. You can see we've already done many tutorial on how to cut this particular flay. So that's why I didn't bother to waste your time in cutting this. So you can check my previous tutorial before this, so you can put it through on how to cut 180-degree flay perfectly. So you can see now. So this is the area we're joining to the half cut to make it a full dress, and this is not a full length. This is a 3/4 length. That's why it's not that long. So we are cutting a 3/4 dress, not a full dress. So this is where the flay is going to stand at the armhole to give us the sleeve. So let me go and join them together. Welcome back. Here the finished work so far. This is how I stitch everything together. This is the way I stitch the upper part to the half cut to make it a dress. You can see the sleeve. You can see how stand this sleeve is. I told you, if you are sewing this particular sleeve, make sure you had your gum stay to it and a facing to make it stand. You can see the side pockets, and here is the back of the dress. I inserted my zip at the back. You can see how beautiful this turns out. You can see just a normal simple dress, but very nice. If you are watching for the first time, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more amazing tutorials. And for those who have already subscribed, I really appreciate you guys for watching my video always. See you in my next tutorial. Bye.